Oh, what up, kitties? Damn it, fucking charging. You charging cord. I didn't swear. No one uses bad words anywhere in the world ever. Only good words like love and squares and chicken. The meat, like poultry. Anyways. I crunched the numbers and I only have enough money to buy cigs for 2 out of the 3 weeks remaining in the month. So that's sad, and I'm going to swallowed a little bit of saliva, and it kind of wiggled down the wrong way. So, had to correct that on the fly. So yeah, I'm going to nip that in the bud by kind of titrating myself down on the dosage of cigarettes and hopefully bring it down to 0. At least until next month, but we'll see how all that goes through this entire process. And it wasn't hot, and then I went outside, walked there and walked back, and then I get inside and it's hot. So it's a combination of moving, the walking, and probably, I'm assuming, the going outside where it is cooler, and then the coming back inside where it is warmer, because my apartment, you're welcome, holds on to heat. I'm assuming pretty much every building does that. Unless you have a magic building or you live underground. I think that's how that would work. If you live underground, it probably doesn't hold on to heat. It probably doesn't even gather heat unless you're pumping heat in there or you live right next to a magma flow. But yeah, pretty much every building holds on to heat. Again, unless circumstances. Oh, international love. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm still feeling good in my boxers, though. I like being older, because like in my 20s, up until maybe 30 or something like that, I lived with roommates. And, you live with someone else, you're pretty much not allowed to be pantsless. You kind of gotta, it's etiquette and stuff. And then once I kind of, I don't know what the right wording to say is, but broke up with my last roommate. Once once me and him kind of went our separate ways, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with the roommate thing because it's just, I'm done living with a roommate basically for the rest of my life, unless I absolutely cannot avoid it in any other way. And it's just like it sucks in some ways, but barring that is just the best thing ever. It sucks having to cook for yourself and clean for yourself and everything, all that, but like as a man, not having to wear pants or shorts or anything, the best. It's the best. The boys have freedom, and because of that, you have freedom. And as an American, if you don't have freedom, I mean, what's the point of being alive, right? So, yeah, freedom ain't free either. It is more expensive, but it's worth it. All you young fellas living with a roommate, freedom is worth it. It's worth the extra cost. Believe that. Although the walls are white. I don't have shit. I have even less than I had before the fire. And I did not have a lot. Oh, well, I'm not complaining. I don't care. Now that I got those extra little teeny bit of clothes, I'm totally content again. Oh, I'm just bored and hot. Oof. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And it's only 7 minutes. I don't know how that's only 7 minutes. Whatever. What time is it anyways? 9 o'clock? I'm almost done. Well, I'm tethered. I'm tethered to the charging station. It's not so much a station as it is just a cord. A USB to USB cord to a USB thing to a thing. A thing to a thing to a thing to a thing. That's all. Which puts electricity into the phone. I watched a video by, it was a Brit. I think his channel is Gary Economics. He's talking about, the video I saw was him talking about the Trump tariffs. And again, he's an economist. And he was just like, I researched for a week and I talked to a bunch of economists and everything, and it was like everybody is just mystified by this that I talked to, and nobody knows, everybody has theories, blah 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 blah. And the video was made in April, so but the video was only I mean it was, and it wasn't part about the Trump tariffs, and I mean, there was a whole bunch of other stuff in there. So, I mean, it wasn't just that. And it wasn't very political either. I mean, he voiced his own opinions about Trump, but the video was not political. If you are a Trump fanboy, you'll be like, this guy hates Trump. And I think he does, and I do too, but Like the video is political, blah blah blah, because you're a Trump fanboy and you seriously want to get down on your knees and you know slob on some pipe, but that's only because you're a fanboy. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Made a lasagna and it was good. I ate half of it. And by made a lasagna, I mean I made a frozen lasagna. Because if I tried to make a lasagna, it may, in theory, look like lasagna, but it would take me probably half the day, and it would, like I said, it would look like lasagna until you did anything with it. You'd be like, oh, that looks like a lasagna. And I'd be like, don't touch it. Because if you poke it, cut it, or anything it, the illusion will be dispelled. I know people will be like, a lasagna is easy to make. I'll be like, yeah, it probably is. For Italians. I've never made a lasagna. I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe I could make it. I don't know. Maybe it's easier to make than I think it is. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to even try to make it. I just bought them because I bought them with my healthy foods benefit from United Healthcare. Because I had to go in there, I had to go into Walmart and kind of just blow the money kind of quick. Because I didn't want my sister to be waiting around, for freaking ever. So I just wanted to, after I figured out it was working, I just wanted to go and just grab some crap that would basically use up all the food allotment money. And I think I used up, if not all, then most of the money. I got some good frozen stuff out of it. So I should have pretty much enough food for maybe another week at least, just from that. And then I gotta go and get taco stuff. I got meat for tacos, and I am going to eat some tacos. Those are gonna be yummers. I've been waiting for some tacos. Tomatoes, lettuce, sour cream, cheese, beefy, taco spicy. Now that's to live in it. Should I get refried beans? I mean, it's pretty easy to make. Like open the can or something and I just put it in there. But it can be kind of, I don't know what the word is, burny on the pot. I don't know, I'll look into it. Yeah, refried beans are yummy. Beans are yummy. and they are very musical. They're very trombonic. As opposed to saxophonic, which they are not. Do you like cup? It's blue cup. Well, this has been boring. I think I'm gonna go try and find something else to watch on YouTube. What is the title of this? The title of this is, yes, it is To Smoke or Not to Smoke. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, we'll be good with that. And for some reason I'm a little tired. I don't know. Probably because I'm bored. If I find something interesting to watch, that'll be fun. And I can't get a subscription to anything this month. Maybe next month. Oh, that's all right. I gotta pay a bill. That was the other reason it was 2 weeks of SIGs. It was 2 weeks of SIGs after I count the cost of paying the internet bill, which is due on the 25th. So they still haven't fixed that whole thing. Even though I asked them to change the frickin' due date of the internet bill twice. You know, people bitch about governmental inefficiency and incompetence and stuff, but you know, private companies can be just as crappy, inefficient, and incompetent as the government. Sometimes they're way better, but you know, sometimes they're way worse. Yeah. Sometimes Social Security can take 3 hours of wait time. Sometimes you can call them and I swear I'm like, ugh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I'm gonna be waiting for an hour and a half. And I call them and I'm like, all right, I'm sitting, I'm packing in for the hour and a half and I'm like, this is it, how can I help you? I'm like, what? That was a wait time of like 15 seconds. I'm astonished. And I get my shit done in like 10 minutes. And I'm doubly astonished. And I'm just like freaking out. So, you know, there is a huge scope of experiences. There's a wide range of shit that you can experience in both fronts. And the people that are the proponents of free market and corporate and stuff, they only have one, you know, it's like the government is totally inefficient and horrible. And it's like, no. Both can be shitty and both can be awesome. It's just a matter of what you're willing to put your faith in. But I can tell you this, the incentive for a corporation is to take money and funnel it upwards towards one fucking person. That is the explicit goal of a corporation, to take money and to give it to the dude at the top. Or if it has a, you know, if it's a publicly funded, then it has a board, you know, that people. But it's the explicit goal of a corporation and a company is not to be like, how can we make the world a better place? No, it's not. It's to make profits for the people who own the company. So, you know, I mean, they act like companies are like this benevolent force in the universe. No, they're not. Sometimes they are more efficient than the government, but they are not an inherently beneficial or benevolent force. So don't like play this lie on everyone. Sometimes they're accidentally benevolent, but it's just an accident or coincidence, a secondary effect. That's all. An incidental side effect. That's it. It's not something they're trying to do. And it actually explicitly says that in the Adam Smith thing. Like the greed of blah, 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 and blah, blah. They say that. It's like, yeah. Well, fuck yourself. Maybe we should kill greedy people. Just need a few psychopaths to go around the world and kill greedy people, and then after that, we go, good job, you did good. Like, we're going to kill you. And be like, yeah, you thought that, didn't you? What do you mean? They did their service, didn't they? Yes. It's a good thing we implanted those explosives in their brain, didn't we? Yes. Yes, excellent. Now the world is perfect. Anyways, whatever. I think that's enough dark, diabolical 1985 humor. It's the year after 1984. Boobs!